up here. Say hellos to everybody. First in the room, Derek. Oh, I shouldn't have minimized that. Derek Rawl, thank you. Glad to have you here. Reels Tanks, Cody Donovan, and of course the Zen Ginger. Thank you for the $2 super sticker. Very much appreciated, not required. With the red arrow saying she is here. Love you to death. My biggest supporter there, and I don't just mean super chats. Um, Always there to help me out. So thank you for that, Zen. Young Fishmaster, hello and welcome. William Pridemore, Danikin Aquatics, Daryl Deemer, Unfiltered Aquarist, hello everybody. Glad to have you here. I haven't been nearly as active the past couple weeks as I had been and would like to be. Recon is lurking and eating dinner. Well, I appreciate the lurk, Recon. So I just wanted to pop on for a little while. I think Melvin comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so about 58 minutes from now. So we'll just go until then. But I wanted to pop on, say hello to everybody, and talk about the second part of the giveaway. For those of you that were there for the first part, we did 2 gift cards, and I said I wanted to do the rest on a separate stream because that was at like 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So I wanted to try and make it fair. So what I'm going to do is Saturday the 15th, I'm going to have Priscilla MK Art on the show with me at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will go ahead and do the rest of the giveaways at that point. Hello, BCF Art Aquatics. Glad to have you here. I think what I'm going to do is 3 more $25 Amazon gift cards or gift codes. And those will be worldwide eligible. And then give away two pieces of merchandise separately. So 5 giveaways in that stream. And I'm going to look at shipping, but I think we're going to keep the merchandise strictly to, Canada, United States. I'll look into it. I may be able to possibly ship them elsewhere, but for sure, at least the U.S. and Canada. Everything Fish, hello, glad to have you here. So that's what I'm looking at. If that sounds good to you all, let me know. If you have any other ideas, toss them out in the chat. Or if you're watching this on the replay, leave me a comment down below, and I will check those prior to that stream. William says, you can just send them to me now to save yourself the trouble of going through all that. Yeah, you sound like me now. Hey, Blake's Aquatics, Rob93, glad to have you all. Unfiltered Aquarist, I got to talk to you about how you made it work with the worldwide part. So basically on that, you have to purchase a gift code for the region it's going to. And like the worst company with that is Microsoft, Xbox, because they make it about impossible to purchase something outside of the U.S. if you're in the U.S. But absolutely. If you want to hit me up on Facebook Messenger, Unfiltered, I'd be happy to talk to you. Let's see. Thank you, Blake. I appreciate that. Blake said, been loving your content lately, mate. I've got a saltwater video that's shot and edited. It's not really to my liking, and I think that's honestly why I haven't done the audio for it and put it up, just because I'm kind of disappointed with the way it turned out. I lost some footage, and I had a camera go into a tank, and I didn't realize it was in the tank, so I was filming the inside of a freshwater tank instead of it being set up on top shooting the saltwater setup. But I am still going to do the voiceover and put that out. My plan is to do the voiceover for that when I get off of here, and then post that probably tomorrow. Let's see, lots of hellos. Yes, Rob93, I appreciate the support, my friend. Glad to have you in here. Royal Fish Aquatics, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well here. Mr. Fish, sir, hello to you. But yeah, that's I guess that's the basics of it. Sherry Kramer, Rose Aquatics, glad to have you all in here. Random question from Young Fish Master. What size is the tank behind me? It is approximately 70 gallons. If you do, which anybody that's done like the actual calculations on a tank knows that most tanks aren't to the gallon what they're marketed as. But if you do the actual calculations and take away the glass width, it's like right at 70 gallons. So you could call it a 75. It's in essence a 75. It's a 4-foot tank, and it's double stacked on the exact same tank. It's actually like a old fish store display. So they are on the same system. And then I've got the breeding pair of Parachromis manoensis or jaguar cichlids in the bottom tank below them. Let's see, make sure I haven't missed anything in the chat. Hey, Pam, glad to have you here. Punchy Paints. I will get used to that sooner or later. I didn't call you 54 Punchy this time, so I'm making progress. Yeah, if I overflow it. Yeah, and like I said, it's the tank that it's sitting on, which you can kind of see if I move. It's sitting on the exact same tank as what you're seeing. So this would be like what's right here, the slide open door. So it's about 140 to 150 gallons in that one water system. So it's a good sized water system. And then the bottom, got several hundred fry right now. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of my breeding pair of jaguar cichlids. As much as I enjoy them, I have some other plans for this tank. I've actually thought about going salt with this tank right here, doing the predators down below because I've got an eel and a lionfish, and then doing a coral setup on the top tank that would be the display tank that you all normally see, because it's easier to light it that way. Yes, I've got 3 Senegals in there right now. They're going to be moving into a 125. The 125 across the room from me that houses my piranhas currently. When they go into my 220 gallon, the Bichers will go into the 125. So that will give them some more room, and I'm sure they'll be happier. But at this point, they don't have any problems. And then I've got the one that's like always active, Buddy. He's always swimming around. And then I keep forgetting I've got the other tank on here, just because I wanted you all to have something else. So the other tank has 3 ornate bichers and then an albino Senegal bicher, 4 clown loaches, 2 clown knives, little red-tailed cat, that albino Oscar that you can see there that's currently growing out because it's not big enough to go in with the other Oscars. The green terror that you see on screen, a vampire pleco, bushy nose pleco or bristle nose pleco, and I think that might be it. Let me get my chat pulled back up here. Roll through here. All right. Rose Aquatic says, I just got a huge load of driftwood. Think Bob would let me put it in the truck and take to Susan Saturday. You will have to take that up with Bob. I will not volunteer any portion, part, or placement in his vehicle. I don't know why he wouldn't, but I would say take that up with Bob. It's not my place to even partially commit to. Get back in here. Fish Kid Jake, hey, how are you? Glad to have you here. Everything Fish says, hey, Mr. Fisher, Mr. Fish, blah, blah, blah. I used to know how to talk. Words are tough. Hey, Mr. Fish, sir, I'm not sure if you saw my comment from before, but I joined your channel. Looks great. Can't wait to see further updates. Awesome. And I encourage everybody to check each other out. We've got a lot of awesome channels in here, a lot of good creators. So does not hurt one bit to give everybody a look-see and see what they're up to. Some pretty cool content out there. But yeah, so let me know what you all think. If you all think that the 3 $25 Amazon gift cards and the 2 pieces of merchandise sounds good, let me know. If you have another idea, I know, use my words exactly, Pam. I'm trying not to. I just got off work, and my words are still at work, I think. But if you all have something else maybe that you would like, bear in mind I'd like to try and keep at least part of the giveaway with worldwide eligibility. Fish Kid Jake says, has anyone heard about the crazy sand waterfall hack? Yeah, I've seen a couple videos on that. Hey, Monica, how are you today? I've not actually done one, but I've seen 3 or 4 videos on the sand waterfalls. They look really cool, but I just don't have a tank that. Um, I don't know. I don't have a tank I want to do it in, I guess you could say. Maybe something that one day I play with in a tank, but have not set one up myself. Keith asks, who's the go-to for rare/beautiful fancy guppies? Uh, Doug Gray would be one. LRB has some nice guppies as well, but I know a lot of people are like all about getting Doug's guppies. Everything Fish got to go, posting a video now. Awesome. Good luck with it. I'll check it out after the live stream. That way I can actually watch it versus just letting it play in the background. Young Fishmaster says, Fisherman Fever, how long do you think you can keep a Senegal in a 75? The Senegals have grown relatively slow in comparison to the ornates. So the Senegals I have, they've not, I don't know, they're relatively slow in comparison. The ornates that I have are much larger, and they were smaller when I got them, and I have had them less time. They've grown about twice as fast. I was looking at my other camera to see if you can see them. Let me go toss some food in that other tank, see if I can't get them to come out. That way you can see the size of the ornate bichers. Hey, Peplin Creek Aquatics. All right, let me grab my chat back. So the one ornate that you can see right next to the Green Terror, you can't really tell from that camera angle, but he's about 2 inches larger than the largest Senegal that's behind me. And when I got that ornate, it was only maybe that big in comparison to being like that now. And I've not had him as long. So I would say you've got a good bit of time before you would really need to upgrade out of a 75, especially, depending upon how many you have, what else you've got in there. If you've got like a massive piece of driftwood that's taking up half the tank, that's going to affect it. Let me get my chat pulled back up so I can have the live chat here. But a Senegal, you should have a decent amount of time to be able to keep it in a 75 without having to worry about it. They don't get super, super big. And you could potentially keep a Senegal in one for its lifespan, or at least for quite some time. Fish Kid Jake says, I'm going to try the hack on my 20-gallon when I redo it. That would be awesome. I would love to see that on a 20-gallon. Is it a standard 20, or is it a 20 long? I have a lot of 20 longs. They don't really have a lot of height, so that might make it interesting. But yeah, Twin City Guppies is another good one. Let's see. Chevy Fish says gift cards are always great and easy too. Yeah, and I like the Amazon ones because I can just order a code, send you an email or a Facebook message, and you've got it and it's done and over with. You don't have to wait for it in the mail. Rose Aquatics asks, is Rachel going to be on MTA live stream tonight? Yes, as far as I know, nothing has changed. He will be having Rachel O'Leary on his stream. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a fun stream. Let's see. Jumped a little bit on me there. All right. Zen Ginger says, Rose, set your reminder if you haven't already. And then she has got the link for the Multi-Tank Addiction stream with special guest Rachel O'Leary tonight. 20 standard. Yeah, so that'll give you more height to work with than a 20 long. That'll definitely look neat. I don't know that it would be worth it for me to build one in a 20 long just because it's not quite got a lot of height to it. I don't think it would have nearly the visual impact that it will in a standard 20. How do I keep live plants with cichlids? I will not put them with African cichlids, but I've not had a lot of problems in the tank that you're seeing over there. Over there. So, but I don't have substrate in that tank. It's got a bare bottom, and then I've actually taken and almost done like a brickwork path of dragonstone. All that stone that you see to the left is kind of flat pieces of dragonstone. But I've got substrate in flower pots, and that's how I've got the plants in there. And then I did add some fertilizer at one point, but I pulled it out because I realized it was the old Osmocote stuff, and I don't like that. So the plants have not been doing nearly as well. I need to get some root tabs and throw some root tabs down in there, and they would definitely do much, much better than they are. I had to cut a lot of death off of them. Hey, Alice, glad to have you here. Blake's Aquatic says the Need That Vegemite challenge is your first upload, Monica. Hello, Jay Jr. Welcome to the show. Rose says she does have the notification set and emailed a question, so can't wait. And that would be in reference to the multi-tank addiction stream later on. Hey, Fish Keeper Cole, class gets out in 10 minutes. Well, it's not too terribly much longer for you. Tenra, hello and welcome. Good to see you. Faith01, hello. Thank you for coming by. So yeah, so that's those are the major things I wanted to talk about. One, that Priscilla MK Art is going to be on the show Saturday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I don't think I had publicly announced that yet. Reels is wanting to know who let Cole in here. I don't know. I thought I got rid of Cole, but just keeps coming back. There's poor Alice upsetting Nightbot again. Nevaeh is quietly lurking. Glad to have you lurking. I do the same from work very much, very often. So I appreciate you. But I wanted to announce that I was having Priscilla on and that I was going to do the giveaway during that stream, since it's a little bit easier for more people to attend than a stream that's on at 12:30 in the morning on a Friday and runs through 2:30 in the morning. And then announce what the prizes were going to be. And I think that I will open it up. I'm working on some merchandise designs. Hey, Aqua Balls. I'm cooking artichoke. My kids love it. That's awesome. That is awesome that they love it. So I'm thinking what I can do, whoever wins the merchandise, if they don't see something that they specifically already want, I'll give them the option to send me an email and I can design something for them. Miss Fever is now home and also in the chat. Hello. Welcome home. Rose about to do some water changes while listening. Absolutely enjoy the water changes. Yeah, well, I've got Fish Keeper Cole. I've got some merch, but I'm wanting to do some stuff besides just my logo. As much as I enjoy my logo, I want to add some special stuff. I'm working on taking like some fish photos that I've taken and converting them over to, I guess, a cartoon, for lack of a better word, and then putting that stuff on some merchandise. So some things like that. And then I've had some special requests. Hey, Chevy Fish. Yeah, the batteries are a pain in the butt. I've got a battery pack on the phone that's filming in the other room, so it should stay going the whole time. Gnarly Fish Tanks, hello, and good to see you again. Glad to have you here. But actually, as a matter of fact, I can pull that up. I thought about going back to OBS for this stream, but I honestly didn't feel like getting all of my settings back in tune. So I just kind of went with the good old StreamYard again. But I can do this. I haven't really talked about the website lately anyway, so let's screen share that. All right. So this is the Fish Room Fever website that you were looking at. Just to go over, hey, Chewy LTD, glad to have you here. Haven't seen you lately. Science Gal Aquatics, welcome. Vinoxky Tanks, excuse me. Again, words are not working for me well today. I've still got a sinus infection, and it's been causing migraines lately and just general pressure. So it's throwing me off a little bit. But if you go to the fishroomfever.com website, we do have a link at the top to go to the Project Piava site, learn more about that. And then, of course, I've got a link. I'm working on an Amazon store. I haven't quite gotten that finished set up yet, but if you are an Amazon shopper and you click through that link first, that helps me out significantly, so I appreciate that. And we do have the links for candy overhauls. I've still got it at 54 Punchy. I guess I'm going to have to change it to Punchy Paints. And then the GoFundMe for Scott at Alien World Aquatics as well. I need to talk to him. I think he said that he was, they were good. They had gotten through that situation. So I need to see if that needs to stay up or come down. And then, of course, all my other little links if you're on there. The stream times for the Fish Fam. So if you're somebody that is thinking about doing streaming and you're going to stream consistently on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, let me know and I'd be happy to add you to the list. And for those of you that are always wondering how to find people that are streaming, that is how. I tried to make it quite simple. Then I did add some stores on here just the other day. So Rack with the River Life has opened up an Etsy page for his artwork. I've got that on there. Then I've got Chris at Multi-Tank Addiction. Pam, I was thinking about yours, but I didn't know if you had like a store. I know you have your Facebook page that talks about it, but I needed to talk to you if you had like a specific selling site that you wanted me to put on there to feature on there. Sorry, I'm trying to catch the chat in StreamYard, and that's not working well for me. So let me go ahead and pull back up my other chat real quick. The problem is with this multi-screen setup is it blocks the screen I'm trying to talk about. Let me jump back real quick. Fishkeeper Cole said, use my Honeygram. I can email you the pics. Hey, that would be awesome, Cole. I could do that. To scroll through here. I did not tell them your birthday present. I didn't mention any of the fish that we got from the fish meetup. So I did pick up a fairly good size. I'm trying to look and make sure that I'm actually showing you a fairly good size royal pleco. And then I got some other fish I won't reveal just yet because they're for the Project Piava tank. I'm going to shoot that video for stocking the tank part 3 this week and get it uploaded by the end of the week, possibly beginning of next week, depending upon when I put out the saltwater video and having a stream on Saturday. And then she got a Goldie and a cichlid, some sort of African cichlid I forgot. All right, run through here real quick because I know Chewy had asked me a question. I saw it pass by on the other chat. Fishkid Jake says, should I start streaming? If you want to. I encourage anybody that wants to start streaming to go for it. And if you're not sure and you've been just thinking about it, give it a try, see if you like it. I would encourage you to probably try, maybe 2 or 3 streams. That'll give you some time to get comfortable with it and then decide whether or not you enjoy it and want to continue doing it. And if you don't like it, don't do it. And if you enjoy it, go for it. Recon says words are overrated. I agree. Thank you, Pam, for posting the link to the website and the Zen Ginger as well. I'm not seeing Chewy ask me about a fish. I'm trying to find it again. No, I've scrolled past it twice apparently. Oh, I don't know where it went. My apologies, Chewy. I'm looking for it. I saw a scientific name and I didn't recognize it off the top of my head. You're far better with the scientific names than I am. There we go. Are you familiar with the Xiphophorus Stock Center in Texas? I probably screwed that name all up. I am not, but I will. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to open that link in a new tab. That way I have it, and I will be able to go back to it, even though I have now lost my chat. Bring that back. Mr. B's Fishing Things, hello and welcome. Glad to have you here, my friend. Okay, Pam saying she doesn't have a website or anything right now. So for art, I guess the best way to contact you, Pam, is Facebook, I'm assuming. I know that you have a page on there. Oh, she didn't mean it. Well, I don't know. Miss Fever, you're welcome to tell them what you're referring to because I have no clue. Just being honest. And then we got a piece of birthday cake. I'm sure that is for Mrs. Fever, whose birthday was the other day. The Zen Ginger $1.49 super sticker with that slice of cake. Thank you for that, Zen. There it is. She's been trying to get a Frontosa for a few months now, so she's very excited that she got one. Yeah. She said, I want the Frontosa, and I was like, that's fine. I don't care. So, Zen Ginger, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that very much. We will put that towards Miss Fever's, towards Shy's Fish Fund. Faith01 says, can I use a reef light on freshwater plants? So here's the issue you can possibly run into. As with anything else, and we all hate this answer to our questions, it depends. If it is high in the blues, like the actinics, it's not going to be great for your plants. Blue is about the most useless color in the spectrum for plants in terms of their absorption and plant growth. If it's like the newer multi LEDs, it should work well. I've got actually the second tank that is on screen. The light that is on it was on a reef setup when I purchased that full setup from an individual. But it's LEDs. It's not the best LED setup, but it is an LED setup that was on a reef. The light that I have over my piranha tank, which is somewhat planted, it's got some plants in it. It is one of the current T5 6-bulb fixtures, 4 foot. Hey, Dr. Black, glad to have you here. I did change the bulbs out. I just went and bought some cheap $5 bulbs from a local outlet hardware type store, and swapped over to them, and it's been working just fine. Lord knows it grows the duckweed well. So yeah, you can. It just depends. If you've got a lot of blue light, then I would change those bulbs out if they're like T5 bulbs. If you don't have a way to tone down the blue light, you may have a way to increase the other light over the blue. Okay, so Chevy Fish is saying that Scott at Alien World Aquatics ended his GoFundMe. So I'll pull that down from the page after I get done. She wants me to show you her other present. These guys. 2 little puppies. 2 little puppies. Let everybody see the fur babies. There we go. So hi, little puppies. They're less than amused.
Yeah, well, they were napping.
So yeah. So we have 2 little puppies. Let me scroll through here because I'm getting behind. Mr. Fish Sir says, picked up another 10 gallon on $1 per gallon sale to upgrade granddaughter tank. That is awesome. And I'm glad that you've got the granddaughter tank set up. Very, very cool. I love getting future generations of fish keepers involved. Zen Ginger says that the light might grow more algae than usual. Yeah, absolutely right. Again, it's going to depend on the spectrum and what kind of light and how it's set up. And Nevaeh says, just throwing this out there, anyone nearby Clarksville, Tennessee that can pick up, I'm giving away Panda Leartail, Lyretail, Molly Fry. Very cool. Awesome. I think we've got some people near that area. Pam says, or the channel, can contact through her channel. Okay. Well, if you do ever set a site up or anything, or an Etsy, and you want me to link to it, Pam, just let me know, and I'll be happy to add you on there. I know we got sidetracked. I was actually headed for that Teespring shop because somebody had mentioned the merch, but now I've gotten behind in chats when I get caught up. Danikin says Frontosa are gorgeous. Shy will be a great fish. Yeah, it's a very pretty fish. And GTA says, Mr. Fish, sir, I'm building a rack for 10 gallons this evening while getting started on it. Yeah, I've got my quarantine rack is 16 10 gallons, and I absolutely love it. I've got them run on end. So it's 4 rows of 4. And that's one of my favorite setups. I had the option space-wise of having those 16 tanks set up in that 4-foot space or one 72-gallon bow front, and the 72-gallon bow front is empty. All right, I'm going to jump past the back and forth. If there's anything directed at me, I'll pull it out. Your timed out Nightbot. Perfect. I've got to go in there and play with some more settings. I thought I had fixed the settings on Nightbot to where it didn't harass people over emojis. That jumped. Let me make sure I haven't missed anything else real quick. Lord knows I missed a couple super stickers from the live stream the other day, and I don't want to do that again. I felt really bad afterwards. Young Fishmaster says, Fish from Fever, I'm trying to keep an Oscar with live plants. I have pothos bamboo and Amazon sword. What suggestions do you have? I've not had great luck with live plants and larger Oscars. That little Oscar that you see or saw in the other tank, I can't even see it at this point. It's only about 3 inches or so, maybe 3.5 inches. In the tank immediately below it are 2 maybe 10-inch Oscars, and then another one that's, or is it, are there 3? I don't even remember at this point. That's how my brain is not functioning. But the larger Oscars, I had thrown some carpeting plants down in that were on the actual mat, and they just completely decimated them. The bamboo should work. Amazon swords you might be able to get by with, and if nothing else, they're not super delicate with little teeny leaves, so that may help. I would probably throw some jungle val in there, honestly, just because it grows so tall and it grows so quick, and it multiplies so quickly that not necessarily that it can outpace them eating it, but it may be something that you can throw in there and let it run wild. And yeah, they'll mess with it, but they don't completely destroy it. And even if they chew it up, the root system should just regrow it. And then I think you mentioned duckweed earlier when I was skimming through real quick. Duckweed's also cool. I enjoy it in the tanks that I intend to have it in. It is a nightmare to get out of tanks you do not want it in. Chewy says, at Fish from Fever, Dr. Rudy Rosen has some of his courses from Texas University online, basics of natural ecosystems. I may have to check that out. That sounds really cool. There we go. Moving forward, trying to catch up. Apologies if I missed anybody. Melvin, Storm Riders Aquatics. Hey, how are you? Just to verify with you, Melvin, you are going on at 6 p.m. Eastern time, your normal time, correct? Somebody had mentioned you had been having some internet issues, but hopefully you've got that fixed. And if you're going on, let me know. That way I can send everybody directly into your stream at 6 o'clock. Looking, yeah, Nightbot having a hissy fit. It's funny because I actually went and deleted Nightbot from my moderators, and I did make sure that I saved the setting, and then Nightbot is still like, nope, I'm here. Pam says she's doing good to be on YouTube. Oh, it just jumped, so I'm further behind than I thought it was. Yeah, Nightbot's a hater, but I like Nightbot for the giveaways. Works well. It's 100% fair, and it's one of those. It's not. I guess you could say is kind of beyond reproach. If I roll it live with Nightbot, there is no question of whether or not it was legitimate. So that's one of the big reasons I enjoy it. Let's see. GTA Aquatics says Fish from Fever. It will be 3 rows of 4. Excuse me. Limited on height in basement. Oh, believe me, I understand. I'm in a single wide trailer, and in the bedroom portions of that, you get, I think, 82 inches is the ceiling height. So I can definitely understand that. The bottom row of my 10 gallons sits about that far off the floor, about 2 to 3 inches, literally just the width of the bottom beam that they sit on. So yeah, I definitely understand how height restrictions go. I've got another rack I built. It's 240 breeders, and then on the top row it holds 3 10 gallons on end, and I've got about 4 inches between the top of those tanks and the ceiling, rather. So it's just enough room, but not quite as much as I'd like. Alice wants to see the puppies again, but close up on the big cam. We may arrange that. I hear the children in the other room raising Cain at the moment, but I may be able to run in there before we end this and go grab them. Codyson reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that very much. Codyson always does a wonderful job. Let me do this real quick. There you go, Codyson. I appreciate you. You are constantly reminding people, we'll phrase it that way, to hit that like button. So thank you very much for that channel support. Yeah, I know I've got like 20 mods, but the way I see it, people come in here looking for trouble or to start stuff, and they see a wall of mods, and a lot of times they just kind of walk away. They're like, there are way too many moderators to get by with anything in here. Dr. Black says Java moss is generally the only underwater plant Oscars will leave alone, but they will still rip at it. Yeah, you could do Java moss. You may even try a couple of the larger Marimo moss balls, come to think of it. They may chew it up, or they may just play with it. They may like pick it up and spit it out and move it around the tank. Yeah, I see somebody saying, see you, Jake. Oh, there it is. Jake's got to go. If you can still hear me, have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you hanging out with us today. Lots of hellos. GTA says, be back on in later if you're still streaming. Got to run to the store. Gnarly, I will probably be off here in about 20 minutes because Melvin should be up then. But I appreciate you coming by today, and I look forward to seeing you Saturday for the giveaway. For anybody that came in after we discussed it, and there goes the chat again. Saturday, I'm going to have Priscilla MK Art on at 8:15 Eastern Time. Let me validate that real quick. Saturday the 15th, February. Yes, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to do the giveaway, the rest of the giveaways then. We're going to do 3 $25 Amazon gift cards and 2 pieces of merch. So 5 additional giveaways in total. So that'll be 7 giveaways for the 1,000 subscriber mark / 4,000 watch hours / monetization. So just want to show my appreciation to you all for showing up so often and watching me ramble on and do what I do. Zen Ginger giving me Nightbot lessons here. Let's give that a try. I'm not at the bottom of the chat to see it do its thing. People saying Nightbot is Skynet. Yes, absolutely. Dr. Black, I like that. Simple minds seldom differ. Young Fishmaster says, at Fish Room Fever, I have the Oscar in a 75 gallon. Is that okay? I asked King and Queen cichlids and they gave me a thumbs up. Yes, for one Oscar, I would say a 75 gallon is fine. That's generally the minimum recommendation I give if you're going to house an Oscar for life. I wouldn't put a bunch of Oscars in a 75, but if you just got one in there, he should be fine. I would definitely agree with Scott and Liz over at King and Queen Cichlids on that. Alice wants to see the puppies again. Miss Fever, if you were listening, she probably got me on mute, but it's the only time she ever gets to shut me up, I guess. But if you can hear me, Shy, and you want to bring the puppies back, Alice is wanting to see the puppies. Storm Riders Aquatics says, my friend Princess Slokers, her husband, and her set up and then the chat jumped on me. Set up a fish tank. They are planning to get cichlids soon. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Hey, no, Cody, thank you. You're consistently in here and you're constantly asking people to hit the thumbs up. I mean, you're supporting the channel, so I appreciate that and give you the Blue Wrench membership there. Get you in the Blue Gang just to show the appreciation for your continued support. How big? What? Gnarly fish tanks. Scroll through here. Hey, Chris, Multi-Tank Addiction. Glad to have you in here. Chris is going to take a nap. Enjoy if you can still hear me. We will see you in a little bit. Looking forward to your stream. Silly Susie says, might I mention something I learned last week? And absolutely. Input is always welcome from anybody in the stream, chat, anywhere. Input is always welcome. So please inform us. We would love to hear what you have to say. Jay Jr. says, found 5 of the top fin underwater world 2-gallon tanks on OfferUp yesterday. Hour and a half later and $30. And now I have 5 small quarantine tanks for smaller species like new guppy strains. That is awesome, Jay Jr. Congratulations on that find. Very, very cool. All right, give me just a second. Let me get caught up real quick, Alice, and then I will go track down the puppies. Oh yeah, Zen, I did leave the all caps on there just because I don't know. But I took away the emoji thing from Nightbot, so it would quit banning people for emojis. Storm Riders Aquatics says, Fish Room Fever, I won't be able to live stream tonight because of my phone problems. Excuse me, I was supposed to get a temporary Metro phone today until the next billing cycle. Then I'm switching to Boost. Okay, so Melvin is not going on today, so we may, and there's Nightbot again. We may just go ahead and run through until the next person. So, there's one puppy. Hold on a second. I need to get it on the big screen. Give me a second. I've got to move a bunch of windows around. There we go. So there's the one puppy. Little puppy. Hi, little puppy. There's the one puppy. She's not amused. And then this is the one I like. This is the big fuzzy one. Hi, little guy. And there's the puppies for Alice. There we go. All right, let me get my live chat back real quick. Let me get this back to how I had it. There we go. I guess I could technically leave it down there. Now it's lost and I can't bring it back. There we go. Okay. Silly Susie, that's fine if it's off topic. You may have already even shared it. I just haven't gotten down to the bottom yet. Yeah, I don't know. I will go through and check again. The thing is, I'm going to have Nightbot for the giveaway on my next street. Well, not the Thursday stream, but I would like to get Nightbot working correctly so I can just leave Nightbot. Is the goal. Let me get back up there. I see Nightbot giving people heck. All right, there's where Melvin's comment was. Hey, HC Aqua. Jesse, glad to have you here. Young Fishmaster says, cool, thanks. Only have one with a female jack and a pike and some giant Danios. Is that okay? I'm willing to rehome some. Or am I fine? I think you're fine. That being said, some people consider what I do overstocking. But I have lots of, like, even in this tank, I've got many sponge filters. I heavily rely on biological filtration. So as long as your water parameters are good, I would say you should be fine. You know, just of course watch for the typical aggression issues that you get with cichlids. But as long as you're not having fish that are getting beat up and you're not having lots of nitrate issues or lots of ammonia spikes, you should be fine, in my opinion. Again, what works for me might not work for you, but that is the way of the world. Yeah, Melvin, I'm sorry you can't stream tonight. No, Dr. Black, I'm going to do the giveaway Saturday the 15th of this month on the live stream with Priscilla Art, Priscilla MK Art. That way it's a little bit easier for some people to attend than 1 o'clock in the morning my time, because I felt kind of bad doing the giveaway, and it's, 12:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning Eastern time. What kind are they? William asks. Hopefully Miss Fever will pop back in the chat. They are mixed, or what I call mutts. If you're going to be politically incorrect, I guess, anymore, you probably can't even say mutt. It's probably offensive. Hashtag triggered. No, I'm not giving away the puppy, Jesse. Just got the puppies. I would never hear the end of that. Lots of awes for the puppies. Yes, we're keeping both puppies. She likes the one. I like the fluffier one more, and she likes the other one more. So we're going to keep both. She was trying to sway me to the other puppy, and I'm like, no, we'll just keep both puppies. That way they'll have company as well. Let's see. There we go. There's Super Mutts. Mom was a Beagle Lab Husky. Dad is unknown. And Sharpie says, dang it, it's too late to make inappropriate puppies jokes. Oh, believe me, Sharpies, that was one of the first things I did. I was like, I can keep 2 puppies. I was referencing TikTok because I have like no followers on my TikTok. I just cannot get TikTok famous to save my life. I was like, that's all I need. I just need 2 puppies, and I can just, hold my puppies up on screen, and I'll get TikTok famous like all these scantily clad young ladies that have, 1 million followers. Mr. Fish Sir is asking if anyone uses the Higger planted light. I have not. There may very well be somebody in the chat that has. Hey, 44 Mad Guy, Fish and More. Derek, glad to have you here. Let's see. Tenor says, need 2 doggos so they can be company for each other. Or 7 is also fine. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the 2 between the cats and the fish and the kids. Now, if she's willing to rehome a kid or 2, we might be able to get another puppy. But I think we'll stick with the 2. At one point when I was younger, still at home, I think we had 15 or 16 dogs. And it was awesome. It was very fun. Loved my dogs. All right. Scrolling on through here. Sharpie says mud is the correct term. Yeah, well, just because it's the correct term doesn't mean that it's politically correct. Not that I necessarily care, but it is what it is. Again, my philosophy here is I love you guys, and I'm glad that you show up and enjoy what I do. But if you don't like me, you don't have to be here. And that's not that I don't appreciate everyone. It's just that I'm not for everybody. Everybody's not for everybody. So I'm bound to trigger people from time to time. Try not to, generally speaking, on this channel, but it's bound to happen. Oh, chat jumped. Let's see. Jesse says, HC Aqua, I've never seen someone get two puppies at one time, but that's a great idea. Well, yeah, and they're from the same litter, so I think, having the brother and sister and them growing up, together and being company, I think it'll work out better that way. Recon's Aquarium says, snail trails in my 75. I see one scooting along, but I'm suspicious of his companions. Fishkeeper Cole says, and TikTok is bad. Yes and no. I mean, it's just another place to market yourself. I'm working on potentially having, if I can work it out, somebody on one of my live streams that is trying to get into YouTube but isn't really familiar with it, but has 1.5 million followers on TikTok. So it's just, cross marketing, if you will. Cross media marketing, I guess would be the technical term. But hey, if I could find a way to pick up 1.5 million followers, I would definitely be doing it. It's just a hit or miss thing. And it's frustrating because you can do absolutely nothing and have huge success over there. Kind of like you get one or two people on YouTube that get lucky and go big. But it happens a lot for people on that platform. Dr. Black says, I thought the correct term was mongrel. I haven't heard that word in ages, Dr. Black. Here we go. Recon's Aquarium says, you just need a scantily clad lady for your thumbnails at Fish Room Fever. You will have 1 million pineapples by next week. Yeah, absolutely. I made a joke the other day about hiring a YouTube spouse, if you will, to play the part of Miss Fever and do live streams and stuff. That way I could market that way. I'm going to get hurt as soon as this goes off. But yeah, no, that's it. The problem is if you have them in the thumbnail and then you don't have the scantily clad attractive women on the video, then you get a lot more dislikes and you're just clickbaiting, and that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Full Moon Aquatics, hello. A puppy is making me peek from behind my lurking post. Congrats to Miss Fever on getting to keep the girl guard dogs are the best. Fishkeeper Cole says, please don't use TikTok. It's the worst platform for getting followers via fish aquariums. If you can just use the YouTube story feature. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be on every platform pretty much. I mean, I already am. I have accounts on every platform, from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, .com, at gmail.com. If there's a place to take the name Fish Room Fever, I've got it. But it's, I don't know. It's just somewhere to goof around at. But I am wanting to do more of the, now that I haven't tried it yet, but I think since they finally gave me a community tab that they're going to let me live stream from my phone on YouTube, now that that's available, you'll be seeing more of those from like the local fish store and things. And I want to start doing some Instagram live streams to help build that following up a little bit. Looking through there. Storm Riders Aquatics says, thank you at Fish Room Fever for welcoming my girlfriend Deborah into the Fish Fam on Kaler's stream. Oh, absolutely. Glad to have Deborah join us, and I think it's awesome that you two found each other. William Pridemore says, kick the bathroom and look in the mirror when holding the puppies. TikTok famous. Yeah, that's it. It really is stuff like that. It's some of the craziest stuff for anybody that's ever gone and hung out over there. Some of the weirdest stuff will get you famous, and that's literally like the guy that I'm hoping to potentially have on here, if I can offer him some YouTube help. That's literally what he's done. He's got a big old beard, and I mean, he's a cool guy. I've been to some of his lives on there, and that's how I kind of got talked to him. I was like, dude, you should be over on your YouTube live streaming for your watch hours. And he's like, how'd you know I needed my watch hours? I was like, well, you were talking about trying to make something happen over there. But it's just weird stuff on there that goes viral. So you might see me playing around over there. Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything else. Hey, Don G, if I missed you before, my apologies. And I don't think I formally welcomed Sharpies, so hello, John. Let's see, Sharpies Models and Aquatics says, well, I've got the fur, plus given like arms, I use roller skates to walk so my knuckles don't drag the floor. Oh, goodness, the picture in my mind is hilarious right now. And Recon says, I've got to remember my IG password if James is going to live stream there. Yeah, I think it's a neat little platform to do some miniature live streams. Some things that maybe, I wouldn't, and there's nothing against it for people to do it, but I wouldn't ever start up a YouTube live stream like at the house for like a 15-minute stream. But I would like do an Instagram live stream, for 15 minutes or whatever. Or like I would go mobile on my phone at the pet store for like 15 minutes. But I've seen some of the other fish tubers on Instagram, and they all kind of fire it up and do a live over there if it's something that's not quite, I don't want to say not worth going on YouTube, but something that just doesn't really fit into live streaming on YouTube, but is just kind of, hey, this is cool, I wanted to share it with you, type thing. 44 Mad Guy Fishing More asks what I'm giving away. So first, for clarity, the giveaway is going to be Saturday the 15th during the live stream with Priscilla MK Art. That's going to start at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, and the giveaways are going to be throughout, not just all at the end. I will be giving away 3 more Amazon gift codes for $25, and 2 pieces of merchandise, winner's choice. And that's going to be Saturday. Let's see. Okay, I did not miss Don G. Don G just got here. Select Pet, hello and welcome. Good to see you. Zinginger to see what I've been up to on Instagram. Yeah, I did. I'm trying to get back to not just YouTube, but on Instagram as well. I was doing pretty good with posting on a regular basis everywhere. And with getting sick, it just kind of beat me down, and I haven't done well. So I started back posting on Instagram again. I posted one of the slow motion clips that I got at the Fish Tuber meetup. So I think I'm going to edit together some of those as part of an intro. I need to actually do just like a quick 5-10 second intro to put into my videos. Sharpie says, no, not Insta spam. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I'm everywhere, Sharpies. There's a market for everything. It just depends on where you are and how you utilize it. Full Moon Aquatics says, dog parks for the win, by the way. Socialization and fresh air with pack makes for happy dogs. Absolutely. Chevy Fish, I want to thank you, Fish Room Fever, for live streaming all day at the YouTube meetup at the fish store. You are welcome, Chevy. So one of the things that I think I want to try and do for the next event type stream like that, or all day stream like that, is talk to some people in advance and I would use StreamYard again, that would be willing to come up on the stream and kind of hang out and kind of be entertainment that way. As say if we're not at the camera, there's still somebody on the stream talking and interacting. And then I want to try and get it to where I know exactly who's going to be there, or at least a loose idea, and then say, hey, can everybody commit to a 5-minute block of time where they go over and hang out on the live stream and talk to everybody. So those are a couple things. Still taking suggestions, of course. If you leave comments on that video, or any video, I respond to all my comments. But that's 2 of the things I'm working on to improve live streams like that in the future. Susan from SLC Aquatics, hello, asks if I'm coming to Alabama on Saturday. I have every intention of doing so. I've got myself scheduled off that day. And I've already told them I will not be in the state, so do not call me because I cannot help you. So yes, I should be there. Alice feels like the second cam should be on the puppies. Sharpie's asking yours or James's Alice. Don G says, "Oh come on, chat jumped on me. You mean I could win a Fish Room Fever coffee mug? I'm going to win. Really want one. Absolutely. I'm giving the option of picking what piece of merchandise you would like from the. Which let me just go ahead and pull that up real quick. We got into talking about it. I made it all the way down to that part of the website and never actually clicked on it. So this is just I've got basic merch on here for now, merchandise. This hoodie, though, I absolutely love. I have one. I wear it every day, and the Ask Me About My Fish has gotten a lot of good conversations going everywhere from standing in line at the bank to just lots of random places I've been, and people were like, there's got to be more than that. What's up with the Ask Me About My Fish? And then I, tell them about my tanks and mention YouTube. But there's kind of your basic assortment. Like Precious had requested that tank top. We've got the classic tee. Again, the hoodie is kind of my favorite. And it does have the logo on the front, but I wanted the back to be the part that shows because it's got the Ask About My Fish. Got a couple other people, and as you can see, I've got the prices dropped about as low as, well, they are as low as I could get them. There's like 46 cents profit in it for me, but I wanted to make them easily available, or as easily as I could. So $24 for a hoodie, I figure that's not far from what you're going to go and pay in the Walmart anyways. But yeah, back to what I was saying initially, Don G, you'll be able to pick what you'd like, and if I don't have it listed, I would be happy to make something for the winner specifically if they had a request, like you want the coffee mug, or if somebody wanted, like the Fish Room Fever hoodie with something different set on the back of it, that type of stuff. I am working on adding some new things in, but I want to get the special requests for merchandise done before I just start popping things up there. Goodness, excuse me. Recon's Aquarium says, "A Fish Room Fever. I think not using MySpace is a missed opportunity." Just saying. Yeah, absolutely. I totally, definitely agree with you. Let me get my flip phone out because I think I've got my MySpace password saved in that, right? And then I'll just text the password to my beeper, and then I'll be able to log in. Let's see. Oh, it jumped on me again. Yep. Okay, there was a coffee mug from Don G. Puppies are napping. There's the MySpace. All right. I have a cat in my lap right now. So hard to avoid the obvious jokes from Sharpies. Absolutely. All sorts of wonderful jokes there. Derek wanting to know what time the event is, Susan at SLC, and saying hello. Full Moon Aquatics at Shy Gal. She's on my Insta. We'll post a pic or two from Dog Park last week as well. Awesome. Zen Ginger posting the link for the Teespring. Asking about hanging a GoPro from the puppy's collar. Yeah, everybody's here for the puppies now. Yep, hashtag 46 cents. And that's fine. One day the price will go up. I've said that before, full disclosure. Eventually I will raise the price up so that there is some profit in me because, one day down the road, the goal is to be able to take not just YouTube, but YouTube, my Amazon affiliate account, merchandise, hopefully, get into some other marketing things, breeding and selling fish. Take Fish Room Fever as a multifaceted brand and make a living off of it. That's the eventual goal, is to be able to do what I love full time. I mean, and just like there's so many different video tricks that I want to try and things I've been learning to try and produce awesome content, but working 6 days a week and trying to do it sucks. So eventually the goal is to just be able to hang out with fish and create content and hang out with you guys. So eventually the price will go up, but I'm not going to like double the price to like $45 or $46. Not saying anything bad about anybody that has it up there. I know there are some larger channels and there are people that are willing to pay that for their merchandise, and that's bravo to them that people are willing to pay that. I would never ask anybody to pay $45 for a Fisherman Fever hoodie just because I don't think that the market is there, so to speak, and I would like to give you all better value than that. Sharpie's mentioning bomb disposal unit shirt on the back. It says, "If you see me running, keep up." Yeah, I've there was a movie that made a reference to that shirt, and I absolutely love it. Alice wants a hoodie that says, "Don't talk to me." We can make you one, Alice. Mr. Fish Sir says, "Fisherman Fever, how is it that you're coming to my state and I'm not knowing about it?" I don't know. I got asked and I said yes I would, and so now I'm going. They kind of just popped up. It was like, "Hey, you want to go to Alabama?" And I was like, "Well, if somebody else is driving, sure, I'll ride along." So I will be there. I don't know if you'll be there or not, but I will be there, and I look forward to meeting everybody and hanging out and just doing Fish Fam stuff. There you go, Don G. Positive attitude. That's what I did with, oh goodness, J8 Aquariums. I was like, I'm going to win. I popped in the other day. I'm like, I'm going to win, or I won. And the giveaway was today. And so I popped in. I'm like, I won again. And then the drawing happened, and I did win, and people were like, "Oh, I hate you, Fisherman Fever." Nobody said that, but you could feel the tension in the air. But it's that the positive vibes going out there, Don G. So best of luck to you. Recon's got the reference to the beeper. So go ahead with that beeper steam thought. See, talking about the puppies. Susan, there we go. 11 a.m. at Hoover Library. Cody says 40 watching, 43 likes. Good job, y'all. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And another quick shout out. Thank you to the Zen Ginger for her 2 super stickers. And also for the 2 that she sent during the live stream from the fish store that I did not see. One thing I found out, I'd not previously done a walk around with my phone with the chat pulled up. But even in watching the chat the entire time through StreamYard on my phone doing that tour, it never showed her super stickers. So I saw them after the fact in my YouTube studio, and I felt bad. So thank you again for those, Zen. Not required, but always appreciated. Thank you. And it looks like we're talking puppy names. Mr. Fish Sir asking where that is at. I'm sure you're referencing the Alabama meetup at the library for the Fish Club. I honestly don't even know. I'm quite literally along for the ride. Somebody said, "Hey, do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I don't care where it is. I'll hop in. I'll ride. It'll be a blast." Susan, I'm sure will post it if she is still in here. Alex Breeding Fish, hello. Glad to have you in here. Has a cat called Cat with a K. I like it. Kind of like the, and there Pam actually just said it. The dog named DOG. I actually like that name, like for the dog DOG. It sounds different than what it actually is, and a lot of people don't catch it. Fishkeeper Cole says, if my fish club had a shirt, it would say well bought, because every auction item sells for such a low price that everything is in fact well bought. I like that very much. I think that would be pretty cool. Lumpy Dog, hello, just got home, listening in the background. See here. All right. Chewy says, MySpace was a really good platform years ago, but the change they did getting away from and more corporate music really affected the platform. I prefer LinkedIn if I use social media. Fisherman Fever. Absolutely. YouTube is my go-to platform. I guess you could say at this point I consider myself a YouTuber. I don't consider myself a TikToker or an Instagram influencer, is what they call them. If I had to classify myself in one of the media platforms, I would call myself a YouTuber. But I do like to have my name out there in other places because you can find people that, don't know about you on the YouTube platform and bring them in. Or you can find them and get them, like say if your end hope result is to get them to your website, get website traffic, you can get them from Instagram to your website, even if they don't fool with YouTube. If I ever get another dog, going to be brown and named Karma. I like that. Let's see. Zen Ginger with the $1 poop emoji sticker. Thank you, Zen. Always giving me crap, and I always take it and appreciate it. Thank you very much, the Zen Ginger. Yeah, Pam streams tomorrow night. Chris with Multi-Tank Addiction will be on tonight with special guest Rachel O'Leary. And if I'm not mistaken, Chattanooga Ed is going to be co-hosting for him tonight as well. Chewy's eating. We'll join when done. Fishkeeper Cole says, if I could get a red female Doberman and call her Tuna after Trichogaster tuna. I'm sure I messed that up. Let's see. Freya. We've had a Freya before. And that was Tenra that said that. I do enjoy the name Freya. Alice was waiting for Tenra's comments on the name suggestions. There is Susan, 200 Municipal Drive, Hoover, Alabama. At least I know where I'm going now. Like I said, I'm quite literally along for the ride, but I think it's going to be fun. Chewy gave up on multitasking and has pancakes to eat. I would definitely choose the pancakes. Absolutely. Zen Ginger has dropped the link for the Rachel O'Leary Multi-Tank Addiction stream later on. Lots of puppy dog stuff. Equals Honeygrommy. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm not great with Latin names. I used to be years ago, but honestly, my brain kind of functions like a hard drive. There's limited storage space, and right now it's being utilized for work. I could tell you just about every SOP or standard operating procedure by number and what it is for my work. I can tell you exactly what shelf an item sets on in the store. So if you come in and ask, where the breadcrumbs, I'll tell you they're on this aisle on the third shelf up on the right-hand side, X amount of sections back. And so I think cataloging all of that, I've lost some of my storage for a lot of things I used to know much better the last go around in the hobby. But Latin names is definitely my weak point, which is sad because I really enjoyed Latin. I took some classes in college, not Latin specifically, but there was a lot of Latin involved with philosophy class and things like that. Hello, Daniel Keeping Fish. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Chat bouncing around on me again. There we go. All right. Oh, wait. I got to the bottom. I did get to the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to get lost and everybody's going to get away. So now that I made it to the bottom, let me do some shameless advertising here. So here's the hoodie. I never did show you all the front. Let me flip it to the front. There we go. The logo. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll just hold on a second. I don't know why I'm showing you on there. Magic. Oh, I just threw Miss Fever off with the delay. I walked in and I was still on screen on her phone. That was great. Okay. So let me click back here momentarily. Here is the, get it on there. So there's the size of the logo on the front of it. And we had some smart people in the chat when we were designing. So when you're actually wearing it, the hood doesn't cover up the letters. But there's the... And bear in mind that most of the lights are off except for my... Oh, I'm not going to get that right. I'm going to do it backwards. There we go. So that's what that actually looks like. I wear the crap out of that thing every day. Let me fix this. There we go. Let me bring my chat back because I see it running away. Tedra, yes, one is a male and one is a female. The lighter colored one is the boy. Weather Talk. Hey, GRB Aquatics. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Alex, I've not got to watch that yet. I've been lazy about buying another pair of headphones. My last one, the cord got hooked on something and it snagged and messed up. So I need to buy another set of headphones so I can listen to some things while I'm doing other things. So I've missed a lot of videos that normally I would listen to while, like, say, working, putting out stock or things like that. Recon says, need one of them hoodies to go with my shirt. Make Fish Roof Ashes statement. Yeah, and that's the shirt I have on is, it's actually not available on the website right now, but it's the wraparound shirt. There's, you can kind of see the pleco. But I took it off of there because underneath the arm, the M got cut off. Not that you can even tell because it's under the arm, but it just annoyed me that it was not there and it was not perfect. So I pulled it off the site, but I'm going to redesign it and move the logo around so it doesn't cut anything off of there. But I just want to show you that because I love my hoodie. Like I said, I make 46 cents if you buy it, but I really love the hoodie. So I wanted to show it. And also, again, with it being a giveaway, just kind of give you all an idea of what is currently up on there and, you know, some of the things I can do. Like I said, I can add other stuff. The classic tees. I need to get a classic tee. Not ordered one yet. And those should be, yeah. So the classic tees, $11. I tried to make it as cheap as I could. Again, it's like 46 cents I make if you buy one. But they go up. You can even go up to, you can either do up to a 5X, or if you get into the tall sizes, you can go up to a 4X tall, depending on the color that you do. So I thought that was cool. But enough about that. Those are some of the options. And like some people mentioned wanting coffee cups, I can definitely do a coffee cup. And again, once I get off of here, I want to do the voiceover for my saltwater video. And then I'm going to play around with taking some photos and turning the photos of fish into cartoons so that I can use those images on some stuff. So that is the game plan. That is what I'm working on. Let me get my mouse on the right monitor here, and we'll be back in shape. I can get my chat back. There we go. Sharpie's Models and Aquatics. I have a friend on the Whirl, Alex. It does look nasty. The waves coming in are scary. Same as here then, Dan. I was out in horizontal hail earlier. That does not sound fun. We have had rain for about a week, but it hasn't been quite that bad. Looks like more puppy names. Chewy says Latin is fun, but keeping up with the taxonomic scientific expressions is the issue at Fish Room Fever. Melvin, thank you. Melvin said nice hoodie. Yeah, I enjoy it, and it's comfy. I just, like I said, I only make 46 cents, so I'm not going to get rich off of you all buying them, but I like it, and I think it's a decent value. And it's been a good conversation starter with you asking me about my fish on the back. We've got a couple other things, some special requests, and I'll make them available on the website unless that person specifically doesn't want me to for some reason. But like one person has requested some merch that says my discus is bigger than yours. I like that one. I'd like to get one of those. So I want to get a discus for that, work on some stuff. Let's see. Want a pink hoodie? There should be a pink hoodie option, Alice. Let me go in there and check for you. I'll have to drop my chat and go back another screen. Yeah. There's the pink. Ask me about my fish logo on the front. And it is a pullover, and it does the pocket goes all the way through. It's not a separated pocket, so like you can touch your hands together in the pocket is what I'm getting at. It's one of the big pockets. I like that. It works well for me. There's the pink. And the pink is available all the way up through a 5XL and in tall sizes up to 4 extra large tall. Let me get back on the right screen here and get my chat up. I'm getting rusty. I haven't been on as much. I keep losing my mouse in between monitors, and I'm normally pretty good about not doing that. Fish Keeper Cole says Latin fish names are my favorite. So much to learn from just the name. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And Latin is a really enjoyable language to be. I'm just horrible about it. People say, "Hey, do you know this fish?" And I'm like, unless it's like the Parachromis or an Epistogropa cockatoides, which that may not even be a scientific name. I don't even know. But most of them, like, nope, no clue. I know like my Pygocentris family, the Cerosalmus, but other than that, unless it's something that I've had a lot of experience with, or at least some personal experience with, I don't know them. See, looks like somebody's boat blew away down the road. That's no good. Silly Susie says, I need a shirt that says talk to the hand. It understands. Insert donkey emoji here. Silly Susie, I didn't ever see what you were asking to post. I hope you posted it because I said it was okay. I'm sorry I missed it. I was trying to catch it, but if for some reason you did not post it earlier, feel free to post it now. I know you said it was slightly off topic, but that's perfectly fine. Another storm coming in. Chat jumped on me. Get back up here. Typhoon. Hey, Big J Fish Keeper. How you doing? Sorry about your koi, buddy. That really sucks. But it happens to all of us, like you said. And like I always say, if you have never lost a fish, you just haven't been in the hobby long enough. All right, there we go. Back on track. Scrolling through. Get caught up here. Closed bridge. Yeah, we had a lot of roads closed due to flooding around here, and then schools closed. The kids have been out for like 5 or 6 days straight, including the weekend. They really need to go back to school. But one of them's got a cold, and the doctor wrote him out for tomorrow also. And I'm like, at least I have to work. Lots of American towns named after English ones. Yes, absolutely. Big J says, I need one that says my catfish is bigger than yours. Yeah, that would be another cool one. And really, I'm trying to find time to be able to do some more merch designs, but I'm also needing to spend some extra time at work just to help keep things balanced / in order there / get things kind of in better shape at work. So it's kind of a balance back and forth between work and home. That is a good question. Mr. Fish Sir says that Susan for SLC, is that an open event FRF is going to? I'm in Tuscaloosa. I think it's their very first club meeting, so I would imagine so since it's for a fish club, but I'm sure Susan will validate or verify that if she's still in the chat. Sharpie says 4 extra large tall. That's a sleeping bag, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, some people need the extra large tall. No harm there. No offense to anybody, but yeah, that's definitely going to be a big one if you get the 4X tall. Hey, Nightbot came back and whooped Ginger's butt. Oh no, Zen Ginger got Nightbot. There we go. I thought Nightbot came back with a vengeance on you, Zen. I read that backwards. Fish Tropic says, my buddy always used to say, if you haven't lost a fish, you should just be listening and asking questions. Very much. I like that. Hey, Mark, Big Easy support group. It ain't easy being Big Easy. Pseudotropheus means false trophy. Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense. Pseudo and Tropheus. The extent of my Latin would be, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this, and yes, I know it's a quote-unquote dead language. People love to say, well, it's, could have been pronounced differently than the way we pronounce it now. But let's see, nihil est intellectu quodnum prius fuerit in sensu, which should be nothing is in the mind that is not first in the senses. It's, again, from philosophy. And then Occam's razor should be pluralitas non exponende sine necessitate, something like that. Probably said a little differently, which is plurality is not to be confirmed without necessity, or keep it simple, stupid. Susan says, Mr. Fish, sir, it is an open club meeting, a foundation club meeting. You may bring fish and plants as long as bagged and labeled. Very, very cool. So if you're in the neighborhood and available, I'd love to meet you. That would be very cool. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be the first fish club meeting I've ever gone to, aside from a saltwater club I used to be a part of here in town in my last run through in the hobby when I was a big reef guy. Yeah, Storm Rider says, I need to get some merch made on Teespring, but I can't do it from my phone. I need a laptop. Yeah, Teespring is horrible from mobile platform. Like, trying to do anything on Teespring, editing, merchandise-wise, is just absolutely a pain in the backside. Sarah Aquatics, hello and welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. So one thing I'm working on is trying to get some merchandise for other countries. Dr. Black would actually know a lot better on this one than I would. I'm pretty sure Redbubble has a European shipping location, if I'm not mistaken. If that's the case, I did make a Redbubble because I knew that like the Aussies could access and get stuff from Redbubble cheaper than they could from Teespring. But welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, Sarah. And I will try and get to the bottom as quick as I can. Yes, 6 Semper Tyrannis, yes. Let's see, lots of back and forth between Chewy and Sharpies. I'm liking that. James Hukalak, hello. Glad to have you here. Todd Short, hi, welcome. Glad to see you as well. Hey, it looks like I've made it to the bottom. All right, fantastic. James Cheesy, I would have said Wheezy. Yeah. Xander over here. It's been Lucio Perka. Old name. Sorry, I'm kind of reading through Sharpie's and Chewy's conversation without publicly announcing it, if you will. But yeah, I am working on getting stuff available in other countries for those that are interested. And I do have a Redbubble. Don't have that actually posted anywhere. But I think in talking to good old Dr. Black, that Redbubble does have a European shipping location. See if I can even find it. Dashboard. So I'm going to copy this link. Well, where's my work? Well, see, and here's the thing on Redbubble is I haven't messed with the pricing any. So whatever the markup is their standard markup. Like on Teespring, I bottomed the prices out. So I literally make nothing. But I wanted to make it accessible for people that, wanted to be supporters and wear the logo. I thought that was cool. So let me see if I can get back to StreamYard. If I can find my chat. And if I can share this link. Oh, that made the chat really big. Can't miss it now. All right. So if somebody wants to try that and see if it works, probably not, because it doesn't look like it pulled the whole thing in. It does not look clickable on my end. So much for that share option. Yep, Susan is coming up next in 30 minutes. Cole says, looks like Kaylor is doing a live stream on unboxing Dan's Fish. Well, if Bob is live, we could certainly head over and check that out. I wouldn't know because the second camera angle that you all have is my phone, so I'm not getting any notifications currently. Hey, the Zen Ginger got it. Look at her go. Thank you, Zen. I appreciate that. And Fish Tropic as well for dropping the Teespring link. Sharpie's Bottles at Aquatics says, I spent an afternoon. I should have been studying for a maths exam, learning our native freshwater fish Latin names, Chewy. Best part of 30 years ago. Oh, that's great. That is great. But yeah, if you're going to order something off Redbubble, I would ask that you message or email me and let me know, and I can adjust the price down for you. Because I've not really played in that. Redbubble was so much easier to set up. I literally uploaded the image. They said, hey, we're going to slap it on every type of merchandise we have, and you're done. Versus Teespring, that's here you have to go through and individually design every piece of product that you have. But let me go ahead and, oh, looks like I lost my other camera. I wonder if maybe my phone shouldn't have died. I don't know what happened. Don't know why I lost the other camera. But let's go down here and let's do this. We'll just bring up the website again. There we go. Stream times. Susan at SLC Aquatics, 7 p.m. Eastern, followed by Multi-Tank Addiction at 8, rolling on into the Fish Tank Barn at 9, Dr. Black at 10, and then Alien World Aquatics Scott following Dr. Black. Blackie, looks like Blackie's out of here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you hanging out. Glad to see you, buddy. Find my actual chat once more. All right. Let's see. Back and forth there. And Sharpies did ace the maths exam. That's awesome. Hey, Joe Osselman says, hi there, new here, and send kind blessings to you. Well, I appreciate that, Joe. Glad to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. Blessings to you as well. I think well, tell you what, let me take a look. If Bob is in fact streaming, I hate to be detracting from him. Oh, there we go. Let's leave that there. I'll do it on this monitor. I see puppies inbound.
They're happier now. Now you can show their cuteness, not grumpy face.
Gotcha. Hold on just seconds. All right. So, yeah, so Bob is live. Tell you what, let's do this. let's everybody go support Bob at Kaler's Aquatics. Let's just do hashtag FRF, hashtag Fish Room Fever. And we'll go over there and raid Bob's stream. If somebody wants to grab the link, or actually here, let me see if I can grab the link real quick. Of course, it pops up behind my camera. And get back over here and paste that and share that. Real quick, she wants to show the puppies one more time.
Because they're happy.
Now that they're awake. Come here, puppy. Oh, I got a puppy. All right, there's the one puppy. He's like, nope, no cameras, no photos, please. No photos. No photos. And there's the little girl. Still does not look very amused. The other one's in my lap licking me now. But yeah, so let's go raid Bob. He is live. Hashtag FRF. He'll know where we all came from. I appreciate you all hanging out today. I look forward to seeing everyone on the Thursday night live stream and then again Saturday for the giveaway. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. And if you've made it all the way through this in the replay, you're a lunatic and I love you. Thank you again for the super stickers from the Zen Ginger ×3. That's appreciated. And thank you to the moderator team for keeping Nightbot in check tonight or this afternoon. So again, I appreciate everyone for showing up. I hope you have a wonderful day. I want to go see what Bob at Kaler's Aquatics is doing on his live stream. So until next time, keep your fish healthy and catch yourself a little fish room fever. Bye, guys.